Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They're halfway home, looking good, at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Redskins, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They'll have Cam Newton calling the shots. The big man under center at 6'5", nearly 250 pounds.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
What's that? Right at the 8. You ain't going nowhere.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And a quick look at Washington's offense.
Let's focus our attention on the offensive line and Brandon Sheriff, the first-round pick in 2015. In fact, the first lineman taken at number 5 overall, an offensive tackle in college, transitioned very well to guard in the NFL. Solid, reliable, 2 traits you love in an offensive lineman. How about tough, physical, and nasty? He's an Iowa offensive lineman. Those guys play well in the NFL.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there. Good for a Redskin first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
And he finds the tight end, Reed. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
There's Newton. Looking for his tight end, Reed, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Come on, set. 18, Gator.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Hit it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Got a man, Slayton. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Hey, high 7.
Let's see what you got. 55, Mike, got 55. Here we go. Mike 55, Mike 55. I got one.
5.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 4 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So that drive, 4 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And this one complete to Reed. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Newton now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Newton. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Giants offense now. They get ready to head back on the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
90 wolf. Eat. 80 weapon. Hey, alert 3. Hey, seam 6. Whip. Watch the whip. Let go.
This is Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And he will have a 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey, over. Get it.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Going right side, he finds Slayton. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball.
And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle 3rd of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
6 guys. Check 6 pilot. 64. Weak. Hey, Charlie. 55. Right there in the middle.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kyle Van Noy. In there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Strip the ball. Strip that.
Back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times.
It's caught inside the 25. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Newton's pass complete to Jordan Reed. Touchdown, Washington.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's 17-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's thrown for a touchdown pass, and he's run for one so far.
When you're able to watch a guy perform at a high level and do it in multiple ways, arm, legs, he really helps his team in a big way. You've got to think that they feel great about where they are in this ball game, and they feel even better about him leading their team.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I'm going.
Newton on first down. He'll get this to Eckler. Creeping up on him minute to play in this first half. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on second down. Newton. He completes it to Wilson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check 15. Check. You draw quarter. 5.
They'll look to throw here. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Topper! Shoot!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They'll throw now on the final play. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. And it's the Cowboys on top as they play the second quarter. Big Zeke, Ezekiel Elliott, 2 touchdown runs. Next, we'll take the trip north to the Steel City to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check on the Saints at home at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. And it's the visiting Minnesota Vikings who are out in front. Stephon Diggs, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Hey, lock it.
Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They'll look to throw. Catch made by Slayton. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Check hot route. Hot.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall. That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Hey, Haywood.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. I'm coming.
Here's second and 8. That's complete right around the 8. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Newton now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
From the red zone now, Newton. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
10 yards, good for a giant first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now back to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 15-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Mike 35, Mike 35.
Looking to throw. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Rosas True Blue on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. Newton to throw. His throw incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Newton. And it's caught by Parker. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36.
Let's go.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Ready? 180? 57, come on. Let's go, defense.
Again, Newton. And this one complete to Reed. And he's brought down. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Cam Newton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed. They definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
Sanders on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drives 7 plays in length. And Cam able to take it himself in for the score. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. New York set to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a 1-possession game. This one not fully over yet. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Kick the edge, kick the edge.
Coaching spell.
Now it's Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Cut.
At the 43-yard line.
6-6, pull it high.
They'll run on 1st down. Childress. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
All right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Slayton. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On the draw, this is Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, Echo.
He'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So Cam Newton and his offense down by 10. A minute 54 on the clock. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. Throwing is Newton. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton, a gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. After the sack on 1st down, Newton. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't quite corral it defensively. Maybe some space to go the other direction if he had caught it. That brings up 4th down now.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now it's Newton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. And the Falcons have wound up winning that football game. Teddy Bridgewater, good game throwing the ball, over 300 passing yards. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. I got it. Kill.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. On 1st down, Newton. And he finds Parker here, complete. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One last throw here for Newton. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Washington, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.